It felt exciting at first, and then it felt horrible.
I always wanted to play high, so probably I did move up quite a few times when I wasn't ready. It is not so easy to know if you're a good enough player to move up stakes until you get there.
I remember the first time I moved up in stakes. It felt exciting at first, and then it felt horrible. That's kind of a feeling if you're gonna move up in stakes, that you are gonna get that feeling if you care about money.
I think when I first moved up in stakes, it was a little bit daunting. Obviously, you're playing for that little bit more money, and it's hard to, when you're first playing and you're first moving up, to take that out of the equation, just focus on the poker. So mentally, it definitely is difficult, but it's necessary, and especially when you're playing in lower stakes, you want to move up faster and be aggressive with your bankroll management, because the rake is very high, and the higher you get, the less the rake impacts your win rate.
If you go up in stakes and you start seeing that you're losing a little bit more, you have to start to drop back down. To move up in stakes, I think it's pretty standard. You have to usually have about 100x of the buy-in. That's my go-to.
My recommendation would be to have on your schedule at least one tournament that is higher than the ones you usually play. So if your average buy-in is $10, for example, try to play a 33 tournament every once in a while, or have that on your daily session. And then you can monitor how you're doing in these tournaments, but not only by results, but also your win rates in these tournaments. And then if you see your win rates are good, then you can probably try and move up.
Money is very hard to get and very easy to lose, so you have to be very careful with it. When you do move up in stakes, maybe you have a success the first time you move up in stakes. Go back down to your other level, regardless as if you have a success or if you have a failure.
So in the back of your mind, you have to remember, even if it might not feel like it, that mentally your game is going to suffer, even though it might not be obvious on the face of it.
So even though the games are good sometimes, go slow about moving up stakes, make sure you have the pounds, and be honest to yourself.